Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. We're going to kick it old school today. A little bit of a wrestle ride. I don't do these very often anymore. Some of my wonderful subscribers express great concern for my physical safety, thinking that the wrestle rides were somehow unsafe. They did not realize I had very serious elements in the wrestle ride situation. Safety is a top priority. So everything's good, everything's safe. Nice, safe wrestle ride coming up. So, State of the Union, what's going on? I guess the big news today, it's Tuesday, whatever, September 26th, 27th, 2023. Jade Cargill, she's got a new name. There's photographs of her kind of exercising or training in a WWE ring. I'm assuming that's the Performance Center, not too far from where I'm at in Orlando, Florida. Actually, I'll be attending a couple of NXT house shows in a few weeks. I don't know if Jade will be on the docket for those. Maybe she'll be in attendance. Maybe she won't. It'll be interesting to see if they give her the AJ Styles treatment or the everybody else treatment. Meaning that will she be put through the NXT ropes, the ring, the show, or will she be hot-shotted to the main event roster? Now, I will just speculate that I think because Jade, even though she was AEW TNT's champion, the TNT champion for, over a year, I believe, she still is relatively, as they say, green, or just not a whole lot of matches. AEW, most of their wrestlers didn't get a whole lot of matches. They had the whole pandemic situation and everything else. So I think it's fair to say that Jade, if I had to guess, I'd say she's had under 200 pro wrestling matches. And some of those were squashes in her favor. I think she's only, lost 2 matches total to Chris Statlander. I was actually in attendance for Jade Cargill's first ever match, the tag team match with her and Shaquille O'Neal defeating Cody and Red Velvet. So I've been with this lady, in a sense, from the start as an observer. So what do I think? What's the big deal? Is it exciting? Is it not? Is it something to give a shit about? I mean, I just hope that they don't end up having this young lady as another shining example of WWE wrestlers are better than AEW wrestlers, in so much as, we've seen that with Cody. Cody got brought over basically to put over Roman at WrestleMania. And will Jade be lying on her beautiful shoulders and back at WrestleMania next year, putting over Charlotte or Becky Lynch or Bianca Belair? I mean, it's likely, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I can see a thing where, in order to kind of, even though they've signed her to multiple years, as far as I know, there's no contingency or there's no guarantee that she's going to win as much as she did in AEW. And to be quite honest, that wouldn't be in keeping with WWE standards and practices. I mean, when they had Goldberg in WWE or WWF, it actually was WWE in 2003, they gave him his share of victories, but they also gave him the loss of the Elimination Chamber and to Triple H and so on and so forth. So I think it's been proven that if you're not a WWE wrestler, if you're not a creation of Junior or Trips or anyone else, you take your chances. And so I think Jade, but they're paying her enough money, I think the other interesting thing, dare I say, I'm interested in the contract that she worked out for herself. I'm assuming she knows that WWE has a much stiffer, so to speak, schedule than AEW ever did, with house shows and appearances and so forth. And I know that Jade always prides herself in being this wonderful mother to her wonderful child, her daughter, which is great. But will Jade, will she do the house show loop? Will she be someone who's exempt from house shows, the travel schedule? I really don't know. I mean, I don't think that post-pandemic the WWE is doing quite as many house shows as they used to. I think it's been proven that house shows are not really that profitable in the modern age for WWE. I think if they have a televised show, you're more likely to get fans, ironically in some degree, buying tickets to something they could see on television for free or for their Peacock subscription in the event of these premium live events, okay, Michael Cole? But, you know, I'm not sure how the house show business is. I do go to the NXT house shows, different animal. We're talking between 250 to 400 fans at the most for these NXT house shows. I think that's kind of their way of getting their young wrestlers the reps, getting them the timing that they want. The matches typically at the NXT house shows are pretty safe. They don't go all out. They don't take risks. But I mean, look, I think Jade Cargill, is she so good that they can't fuck this up? I don't know about that. I mean, she's definitely got the physique that they like. She's got the attitude they like. She does the costumes. You know, I mean, she kind of out Bianca's Belair in some way. I mean, I think they could do a thing like that where they have like Jade Cargill is the new villain to fuck up Bianca Belair's world a little bit. You know, if they go with that kind of Junkyard Dog, Butch Reed type of booking, and you might be wondering, well, gee whiz, Mike, please educate us. What is that? It's the old Bill Watts Mid-South thing of you've got a top African-American babyface, namely Junkyard Dog. So who's going to be his enemy, his nemesis? You get a top African-American heel in the case of Butch Reed. So is the WWE that short-sighted? Probably not. I mean, you could point out, you know, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. But I think it's kind of a passé conversation, to be honest with you. I don't really see that going down. I think the bigger risk is Jade Cargill, whatever her new name is, Jada Parker, I think, having to be a pin victim to Charlotte Flair. I think that's the bigger risk with the WWE booking. I mean, this is how far the WWE has pushed me. I have to look at all the horrible possibilities they can pull to screw this up. It's not that I'm excited about the fucking possibilities. It's that I'm nervous about the possible fuck-ups because they're more likely to fuck it up. That's just a proven track record with this company. Okay, so I wish Jade the best. Yes, you've abandoned us, the AEW loyal, but do what the fuck you want to do. It's all about the money, sister. Then we take a look at Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. I'd like to think that these divorce rumors are pure, unadulterated bullshit. I just don't see it. Apparently, people are jerking off because Shawn Michaels' Twitter account liked some weird tweet about their relationship or about Stephanie's relationship to wrestling or the WWE. Look, in reality, Stephanie McMahon is the mother of 3 children, 3 daughters. I think they're all in their teen years now or pre-teens. And Triple H is the father of these 3 children. And Triple H also has a very serious heart issue. He has to have a ticker, as he said, in his chest. And these are serious real-life adult situations, folks. So, I mean, you know, I'm not degrading those that have spread these rumors, but I am in the fact that until there's something concrete about a potential divorce, that's really their business. I would say that it's very interesting that this rumor's coming out after, you know, the Endeavor merger, or the merger with UFC, Endeavor, TKO, all this horse shit. But I just would like to think that their marriage, even if they've had some obstacles like many marriages do, I hope they're able to overcome them for the state of their children, and also, to be quite honestly, for the state of Triple H. I mean, the guy's 49 or 50 years old, maybe he's 52, 53, and he's got this heart thing, and no matter, you know, how much money you have, you only have one heart. Okay, so I'm pulling for Triple H, and I'm hoping that this issue is just pure drivel and fabrication, but I don't know that for a fact. They could be divorced next week for all I fucking know. So, I mean, it's one of those things where we've seen this in the past where rumors come out about celebrities and people say, oh, that's bullshit, it's just the internet. And then lo and fucking behold, whatever was just bullshit actually happened. So I can't necessarily say that they won't be Splitsville, and I can't say that they will not, but I hope that they're not, okay? Being a nice guy that I fucking am. Is there any other wrestling topics? My buddy AJ Norris wanted me to discuss the Dr. D. David Schultz slap. I believe that's what he wanted me to... Oh, no, the Dr. D. David Schultz on the Morton Downey Jr. show. Let me save that for another rant, okay? I will get to that. I did see that show. I've seen it a few times, actually, so I do have some thoughts, but maybe I'll watch it again before I give you a full discussion. Okay, folks, if you're new to this channel, I've had some nice new subscribers with all these wonderful shorts that I've been producing. If you haven't seen my shorts, kinky, go over and watch the shorts. I've got all these kind of old school wrestling trivia shorts that I'm pumping out. Okay, so you probably enjoy them. Go over to the shorts. If you're new here, where have you been? But I've got all these wonderful interviews. Brian Pillman Jr., Bob Backlund, Ox Baker, one of the boys, all these wonderful things. So this is just a nice Monday, or whatever the fuck night it is, Tuesday night, WrestleRide. The ride is over, or has it just begun? One pro wrestling and sports fan, Mike Messier. If you are so inclined, check out my book, Pro Wrestling Trivia, Kindle Vella. You can play the first 3 chapters for free. Kindle Vella, Pro Wrestling Trivia, Mike Messier. Okay?